Hi everyone and welcome to this week's episode of the Irish Art Show, broadcast from the Scientology Community Centre. Tonight we're thrilled to welcome Ciaràn Moran back to the show. Over 2023, Ciarán's career progressed hugely, so much so that he's set to headline the Grand Social for St. Patrick's Weekend. On top of that, he's been signed by the largest promotional company in Ireland. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ciaràn Moran.
Why you now? 'Cause I'm wondering if you're sleeping or if you're even breathing. And have you figured out why you planned on leaving? I never knew just how you were feeling when I walked down the road and it's cold outside. There's another helpless soul, teary eyes. To realize, and I know that you're there after all you've done. Even though sometimes I was in the wrong, but you're gone. Did you follow your soul? Follow your leader? Do you dreamed of war? Or did you follow your goal? I know you're looking down all those who around you, all those who you want to. And no, it's not my choice. I can't tell you what to do, 'cause you left us all too soon. And when your little one cries, she shouts and roars, Daddy's gonna come with your toys, but she knows. And she sits here waiting for the doorbell ring, waiting for you to come walking in, but she knows. Did you follow your soul? Follow your leader? Do you dream of war? Or did you follow your goal? Did you follow your soul? Follow your leader? Do you dream of war? Or did you follow your ghost? The next song I'm going to play is it's a new single that I'm going to be releasing soon, and it's a very laid back version of the song. It's a song called Unsung Heroes, and I wrote this about the people that kind of always, you know, the people that feel kind of like there's nothing to give, yet they give everything to their children and their family, and no matter what role they play or what job they do or what career they have. And it's a bit of a stripped back version of the song because it's without the full band, so yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Cigarettes on those steps just past Bleecker Street. A young one cried upstairs inside of a head filled with grief. She thinks that she's a waste of time, and soon she'll find her feet. Oh, when she finds a job and you're not to know, her doll be stopped next week. Only said he's doing well, he's 3 days
Mother hates these sleepless nights and she hardly even eats. Nightmares of an overdose still playing on repeat. Oh, I know they said the approval's wrong and here is all he needs. Oh, I love here, a city full of skin with hidden scars. I said I love here, a city full of skin with hidden scars. To where unsung heroes keep holding on. Please don't give up today. 'Cause it's no sign you unsung heroes keep holding on. Please don't give up today, up today, up today. Maggie wears a short dress with heels on her feet. She decides to get her time and she stops after a tree. Ashamed of what she does at night 'cause her baby needs to eat. Oh, and the feet are trying to work outside. That's all Maggie sees. And he's in a prison cell with no date of release, still singing songs of innocence and how he should be free. He said the knife fell from the sky and into Johnny's bleed. Oh, Johnny was still Elvis' head and he never felt a thing. Oh, I love here, a city full of skill with hidden scars. I said I love here, a city full of skill with hidden scars. To where unsung heroes keep holding on. Please don't give up today. To where unsung heroes keep holding on. Please don't give up today. No, I love here, a city full of skin with hidden scars. I said I love here, a city full of skin with hidden scars. To where unsung heroes keep holding on. Please don't give up today. To where unsung heroes keep holding on. Please don't give up today, up today, up today. Thank you.
So I'm gonna play a song, one of my favourite songs to play personally. And the last time I was on the Irish Art Show, I played this as well. And this song took me around the country to meet some great people through refuge centres and domestic violence charities and organisations that I wrote this song for, and I got to let people hear the songs, important people, and important people as in the people that attended these places and seeked out support and help from these charities. So yeah, it's a song called Mother, and it's again one of the first songs when I first started off. It was one of the first ones I wrote, so yeah.
He would hold you by the hand in front of everyone. He would make you say there was nothing going on. He would beat you up and down when there was nobody to help you from the ground when you were down. he would say, go get your father or your brothers. By the time they came, he was nowhere to be found. How dare you put your hands on my mother? You're a man in no man's land. So mother, just stop your crying for one more day. I'll say my prayers and it'll go away. And mother, just stop your crying for one more day. I'll say my prayers and it'll go away. He would make you hide your scars with your makeup. As the tears would fall, we would see you start to bruise. As he hit you in the arms to make you wake up. Inside his mind was more than confused. He would run out of our garden and call the neighbors. You'd see their curtains close before he's done. And he made statements lies and he told all of the papers he done nothing wrong and you were number one. So mother, just stop your crying for one more day. I'll say my prayers and it'll go away. So mother, just stop your crying for one more day. I'll say my prayers and it'll go away. So mother, just stop your crying for one more day. I'll say my prayers and it'll go away. Oh, mother, just stop your crying for one more day.
Thank you. I'm going to play a song that I wrote. This song was written during a time when everyone was kind of suffering the pandemic, and there was a lot of musicians and a lot of artists and a lot of creatives that were calling it a day on their craft because of the lack of motivation and the lack of being able to do things. So I wrote this song called Too Hard on Myself because there was a point where I was calling it a day and packing a day in, and then the next day I wanted to do it, and I kept thinking that I was falling behind, you know, and I thought to myself, stop being so hard on yourself, and I'm here today, still going, so yeah, I hope you enjoy.
If I could buy love, I'd be broke. But hate's free, that's why everyone cares. But these roads with hope, yeah, the weeds climb through once they soon disappear. If these tears could build a perfect world, then I'd cry and stop drowning inside. I'd soon realize that my eyes are open. These tears can build a perfect world, then I'd cry and stop drowning inside. I'd soon realize that my eyes are open. I may be too hard on myself, I may be too shy, call help, I may be too easy with friends. I'm not pleased with myself, soon I'll see without the hate, start to think before I say. I may be too hard on myself again. If I could find words, I'd take notes. When the ink dries, find time for someone who cares. But that hope isn't sold, cause the notes won't work once they soon disappear. If these tears could build a perfect world, then I'd cry and stop drowning inside. I'd soon realize that my eyes are open. These tears can build a perfect perfect world and I'd cry. Stop drowning inside, and I'd soon realize that my eyes are closed now. I may be too hard on myself, I may be too shy, cold help, I may be too easy with friends. I'm not pleased with myself, still not see without the heads. Start to think before I say I may be too hard on myself again. All the times I played with my emotions, yeah, still they won't fall into place. And the times I feel I'm way too open, yeah, 'cause of all of my mistakes. Too hard on myself, I may be too shy, cold help, I may be too easy with friends. I'm not pleased with myself, still not see without the haze, and start to think before I say I may be too hard on myself again. Thank you.
So the last song I am going to play is the latest single I released. This is a song I wrote about a particular time. Actually, this time last year, it would have been early 2023, and my whole life had kind of changed slightly with personal circumstances and my circles and friends and things like that. So I was really down, and I wrote this song called "It's Okay," and I was trying to write these songs for an album and put an EP and put something together, and I had about 14 or 15 songs written, and I was trying too hard to write them. And then I woke up and this line came into my head, the first line of this song, and yeah, the song will explain it. This is "It's Okay."
Was it I was broken? Was it I was hopeless? Or was I just a voiceless boy and when I noticed? And was I messed inside, hoping you'd realize I'm in the middle of a war between my heart and mind. It's not okay to do it all alone. It won't matter where you go. Won't you have a hand to hold? Even days are darker than you'd hope. Find yourself alive, and you won't see these go. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Now that I have changed my way, I think of better days. 'Cause the rope was only gonna take my pain away, and I'm too strong a boy to make a stupid choice. I could have gave it all away just because I was afraid. It's not okay to do it all alone. It won't matter where you go. Won't you have a hand to hold? Maybe days are darker than you'd hope. Find yourself alive, and you won't see these go. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay to feel alone. It's not okay to do it all alone. It won't matter where you okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, okay, it's 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 okay to feel alone, feel alone.
Thank you.
Wow, I have to say, I absolutely love Ciarán Moran's voice. It's just an incredible sound, and I just am mad about that falsetto in his voice. And I love that last song that he sang. I love all his songs, but It's Okay is wonderful, and looking forward to hearing more about that. I know you're very welcome, actually,
Thank you.
to the Irish Art Show. Welcome back, should I say.
Yeah, it's been a year.
Yeah, I know, and it seems like yesterday in some ways, yet it seems like forever.
Yeah. I was only looking back on photos earlier on, I thought it was a lot closer, but I didn't realise it was last February, I think, when I was here, and it's been going really good since then, and enjoying it, you know.
And you know, I see that you obviously have lots of things happening, but I know we were talking about It's Okay. That was a single you had recently, and I know you touched on it in the performance.
Yeah.
So tell me about that.
It's Okay was a song that at the start of last year, just before I came on the show, a lot of things in my personal life had changed. I probably mentioned it the last time when I was on, but just circles and surroundings and that, and I was kind of in a space where my head was a little bit messed, and just kind of, like, I always heard about so many people saying, like, oh, annoyed or wherever it was, or depressed or suffering from mental health and that, you know, and I didn't think, I'm not saying that was my situation necessarily, but it wasn't far off, you know. I was just kind of feeling a little bit lost in ways, but It's Okay, I put myself in a situation where I wanted to write like an EP or an album, and I wanted to write 14, 15 songs and use throwaways, so have 15 songs and throw away 5 or whatever, and I couldn't get songs out at all. I couldn't write them. I had the songs. I wrote 14 or 15 songs, but I couldn't get them. You know, like as a musician, there's a difference with the kind of throwaway songs and the ones that you will definitely use. And the ones that I had they weren't kind of sticking in my head in the car when I was going home, or they weren't in my mind when I was finished with them or whatever. And kind of got a bit frustrated with that. And this sounds a little bit cliche, but genuinely, I woke up one morning and that line came into my head, and the melody when I woke up, and it was like, was it I was broken? And from then on, I think I wrote in about 10 or 15 minutes. The whole song, a lot of it is It's Okay. So,
but I think It's Okay is such a powerful line in itself.
Yeah.
Because the amount of times we have to say to people, it's okay.
Yeah. Do you know what? For me, it was more like a personal. It was more like every time I sang it was like I was hugging myself or someone hugging me. You know, when I hadn't got that physical kind of presence, so to speak. You know, so it was a song. When I wrote it, I was a bit skeptical of putting it out, because there's a lot now with mental health and that, and there's a lot of people kind of like sticking songs out that relate to that, and I didn't want to kind of stick it out for people thinking, oh, he's jumping on a bandwagon here or anything like that. But it's probably the first time in my own personal life that I felt a bit bad, or I don't want to say the wrong words, but probably the first time that happened to me, and the song came from there, so to speak, so it wasn't pushed. The other 14 or 15 songs that I had were all pushed, and they were all, I have to get these songs done, but It's Okay just came to me, and the minute I done it, I finished the song, we went over it, done a little rough demo at home, and I think within about 3 weeks I went into the studio and recorded it, and then I kept it for ages because I was a bit afraid to put it out. I was a bit like, oh, I'll hold off on this, because I was more afraid of the reception I was going to get off it, if that makes sense, because I didn't know. I didn't want to fall into a bracket, or fit into a bracket of people thinking I was just doing it for a certain reason. And again, I didn't promote it as a song for mental health or anything like that. But the lyrics speak for themselves, and that's where it came from, you know. And the reception for the song was unbelievable. The music video we done, and the me streams online and things like that. I've had the highest listeners on me profiles, and what would you call them, Spotify accounts and that, you know, all my listeners has boosted up on the back of the song, and we got some playlists and that. So, yeah, I'm very, very happy with it, you know. And a song that's very meaningful to me as well, directly. So every time I sing it, I'm thinking it to myself, like I'm kind of out of that storm, you know.
I don't think any human is beyond being touched by mental health issues, so you know it's a good thing to put the song out.
Yeah.
But actually, and there you're mentioning even say writer's block almost for you. So
Yeah.
that probably was the mood you were in, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You need to come out of that, and then when you know and get the creativity going again.
Yeah,
you know?
I think it was that thing that you're again forcing songs, so you're kind of forcing ideas and you're forcing things, whereas this song just came from
Amazing.
ultimate feelings
From your heart.
and my own emotion, so to speak, whereas the other ones were, I'm going to write a song about a place, or I'm going to write a song about a thing, or whatever it is, you know. So that one was, it's emotion, you know.
And can I take you back to the beginning of your journey, just in case somebody didn't see the show before when
Yeah.
you were on? Just how did you know you were who you are now? Singer, songwriter, guitar player?
Yeah, I did. To be honest, I learned guitar when I was 9, and I started writing when I was about 13. I didn't know I was always going to do this, to be honest. I was in bands, and I lost a lot of confidence over the years, with singing especially, you know. Playing or doing harmonies for somebody, I would have gotten up in front of 10,000 people and doing it if I was asked, but singing in my own voice and my own accent and putting my songs out there was a bit of it. I was grand when I was 13 or 14, and then after that I joined bands and that, and I think I was around people that were better than me, or
You thought they were better than you, I'd
yeah,
say.
maybe, but they had, at the time I thought they had like a really strong voice, and it just always made me think to myself, oh well, I can sit back and I'll be happy being a guitarist or a backing vocalist. But then when I was about, I think I was about 18 or 19, I was always writing songs in the background because I love writing, you know. I think if someone said what's my strongest part or my strongest trait, so to speak, would be me songwriting in general. And I've always been writing, and then when about 18, 19 maybe, I started getting back into it, slowly getting into using my voice and building confidence. And then I went around open mics all around the country to learn how to talk to crowds. That was my way of learning to... I was more scared of actually talking before the songs than I was of performing them sometimes. So I went to open mics all throughout Dublin, throughout loads of different parts of the country actually, and yeah, I went to those, and they were the best places to learn, because sometimes you're talking to nobody, you know, and then sometimes you're talking to loads of people and they're not listening, or they are listening. And yeah, that's something I always say to musicians, or someone starting, so to speak, if you're looking to build a bit of experience, go to all of them, you know.
And enjoy the uniqueness of your own voice. I think that's the thing.
Yeah.
That because I think as vocalists we hear our voices all the time, we don't really appreciate it as much as other people when they listen back to it.
Yeah,
you know?
I always get that when I'm speaking to people, you know. They do say to me like, your voice is good and that, and or your voice is getting stronger, like yourself saying about the falsetto, and I don't all the time hear it like that, you know. And I think I can be critical in a way, you know. But some people would say like I wouldn't know, like I don't kind of sell myself enough in that way, and like I just do myself. Like I'm what you'll see outside or wherever, whether I'm singing or not. It's always me, you know. And the emotions and the kind of battles I have with the guitar, so to speak, are all me, and how I'm the same way as I am at home, you know. So that performance that I would have done there, I would have done at home this morning as a rehearsal, and it's the exact same, the emotions there, because you can't sing them songs about them topics without emotion, because then they're pointless, you know.
It's called Keep Being You.
Yeah.
I'd like to talk about the Grand Social for St. Patrick's Weekend. Tell us a little bit about that. That sounds exciting.
It is very exciting, yeah. Back to the north side of Dublin as well, so I was asked to do a show there. I haven't played there since, or maybe 14, 15. Haven't been in the venue in a while as well, and it's Paddy's Weekend. I can't remember the last time I gigged close to Paddy's Weekend, so it's very exciting. There's a lot of people that are getting tickets and that, and it's the support I'm getting off people is it's beyond great, and I'm very grateful for it. And I always message people saying like, I appreciate it and thanks so much, and they're like, you don't have to keep telling me you appreciate it, we know you're, and I'm like, I genuinely appreciate it, because for me, people coming out and going out of their way to go and see it, it's I know how hard it can be for some people to get down to the shops when they have kids and things like that, you know. But to think people are going out and probably getting new clothes, or probably getting a lend of money off a family member, or doing whatever it is just to come in and support and see me and enjoy the music as well. It's amazing. So yeah, I'm very excited for this one. We have a great set list ready. Nice little buzz with my own songs, but a nice Irish kind of buzz going into it as well for the weekend that's in it. And yeah, I'm very excited for that, you know.
And I know you get an awful lot of support, because I was getting my hair done once by somebody who was at your gig and they're related to you.
Really?
I'll tell you about that later.
Yeah.
I was like, seriously?
Okay.
So what I was going to say to you, as like obviously as an established songwriter and gaining praise, which you have been for a long time from, you know, Damien, Dempsey, and obviously the late Christy Dignam, that obviously gives you an awful strength, not an awful strength, a great strength, to feel like that the support of these people who are very well known in the business.
Yeah, I think it does. It does. It's definitely like the thing where, like, it's great and it's amazing, all these people, especially the likings of people that I look up to, you know, Damien, Dempsey, Christy Dignam, all of those, and if they give me any sort of feedback, it's great. But I remember someone saying to me before, I can't remember who it was that said it to me, but they said the other side of that is you know, if you send your music on to an artist, they're never going to write back and say that's terrible, you know. So for me, for me in general, if I am doing a gig and a young girl comes up to me, or a young man or someone like that comes up and says, you know what, that song related to me because this happened to me and this was my situation, that means even more to me. And that's not putting anything down with people. Like I love, especially with artists, as I said, that I look up to, but I'm not doing, like, if I was doing music for that, I'd be stuck to 5 or 6 people that's probably saying fair play to him, he's giving it a go. But the people that I'm doing it, not necessarily doing it for, but the songs that I'm releasing and then the people that are relating to them, when I hear them, there's something special in it, you know. I remember a girl coming up to me about a song one time, and a song I wrote and about domestic violence that I played earlier, and she came up and she was telling me like so much deep personal information that she didn't have to tell me, for one, but it was very, she was telling me like about her, like, you know, like personal circumstances at home that you kind of tell to close friends. And I just thought it was nice that someone would have trusted me in a way that they can share their experiences or things with me, because obviously with the songs they're relating to them, you know.
But you're sharing your emotions with them as well.
Absolutely.
Through song. Maybe it's not in conversation, but it's conversation
It's all
on
about,
the stage.
being
So
honest.
You kind of are transacting, you know, that way. And I believe that you had a sold out tour, or not tour, a sold out show in Whelans since the last time I saw you.
That was actually, that was crazy. Like that's the biggest achievement I've had personally to date. The first ever gig I done, one of the first ones, was opening for Damien Dempsey in Whelans when I was 14. And that was the main room in Whelans. And I went back in May, and to sell it out, a room full of people, full of happiness, full of buzzers, and full of people just enjoying themselves. To be honest with you, I don't, even now sometimes, I don't know how it happened or how I done it, but that's something I didn't expect at all. I thought we would have selling a couple, like 200 or 300 tickets and kind of getting away with pushing it, but to sell out Whelans, we were the only act that was independent at the time that week. That month, the only independent act to headline the main room in Whelans as well, and sell out. There was other sellouts, but they would have obviously been pushed by the PR machines, you know.
And I see now you're promoted by Ireland's biggest promoter, MCD, which is fantastic. That even in itself is a great validation for you in your career.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So after the academy too, MCD were in touch about working together and putting something together, a plan together, and then we held off and said we want to do Whelans ourselves, you know. And when I say we, me management at the time, and we went ahead with that and done that. But then we met up with a promoter from MCD, and he gave us some. He told us like we can do this plan, and like the Grand Social will be a slightly smaller room than Whelans. But there's a good plan around it, like for the intentions of where it's going to go and where it's to go now, and it's just giving me structure and giving me direction now, you know. Where I always kind of felt like I had some sort of structure and direction, but it was more like day by day things, whereas now like I have 6-month plans and 12-month plans, and the amount of things that are happening that I can't even, like, not that I can't say that it's exclusive, but like there's a lot of stuff down the pipeline that is guaranteed to be happening that I can't even talk about yet, because...
Is there anything you can't talk about for 2024? Your goals even?
Yeah, I suppose for 2024, I'm eager and hoping to sell out the show for Paddy's weekend. Very confident of it as well, and on the back of that, like the plan for that is to go to a big room in Dublin, a very well-known room in Dublin, as a headline show, and on the back of selling that out. So that from then on, then I will have an EP out this year as well. Amazing. And then I'm going to be knuckling down and going for a full album, which is the overall big thing. And then probably call it a day and finish off then after that.
call what a day.
The whole thing,
2024.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have to say, you're just always a delight to be around, even behind the scenes, and you know, when you're rehearsing and when we're chatting to you behind the scenes, you're just fantastic. And obviously we've come to the end of the interview. It goes so fast.
Yeah.
Thank you again for coming, and I'm absolutely delighted with all these wonderful things that are happening.
Thanks for having me.
And happened to you last year as well.
Yeah.
So tell us about your social media so people can check you out.
Yeah, so it's the usual Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and YouTube and Spotify. It's all under Ciarán Moran Music. So you'll find everything there, and one usually links to another. So YouTube, there'll be links underneath, and then vice versa for Instagram. And
fantastic.
Yeah, see me somewhere.
Well, thank you so much, Ciarán. You've made me smile today.
Yeah,
thank you so much, and a lot of other people as well.
Cheers. Thanks.
Well, there you go. Thank you. There you are, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in this weekend, and we'll see you next weekend. Until then, on behalf of myself, Angel, and the crew, thank you so much. Good night. Thank you.